right.
They tell me he even yodeled. This is a new experience, folks. I've never heard it before either, so I'm excited.
I've been having a great time tonight.
Okay.
I noticed Buckskin Bill and me were wearing the same footwear here.
You want to get right into that mic?
You bet, that's fine. Also want to acknowledge my friend Bob that I ran into tonight by happenstance, and it's been probably 15 or 20 years since I've seen Bob. Wonderful woman with Bob Eddie. Thank you. Here's a song I wrote. I call it Yodeling for Jesus. for the yodel number? For the yodel number. That's funny. 1, 2. Just a little echo or something. There, make it. 1, 2. I gotta tell you that leather guy. I love him. He reminds me so much of Uncle Norman. Remember Uncle Norman? Bob, doesn't he remind you a little bit of Norman? My mom's brother. He was a musician and an entertainer. Quite a guy. Since I was a lad, I've always loved to sing. Down in the valley, beside a cool, dark spring. And from dusk till dawn, I would yodel this sweet melody. I'm a yodeling boy, and it came so naturally. Now that I'm older, I'm still a boy at heart, and I still love to yodel, so it won't become a lost art. So from dusk till dawn, I will yodel this sweet melody. I'm a yodeling boy, and it comes so naturally. I was a yodeling boy, and it came so naturally. I appreciate that a lot. You know, could somebody do me a favor? I mean, you'll understand in a sec, but hand me a bag of that popcorn. I get my... Oh, that, by the way, this is... that's my manager, Gordon Wilhelm. Give that boy a big hand there for... Now, see, the reason I had to bring you this popcorn is... It's so nice and refreshing to come in here and see a bag of old-fashioned popcorn like that, because if you notice nowadays, they went haywire with popcorn. You go in a popcorn store now, they've got every flavor under the sun, except the good old-fashioned kind. So I wrote this song called the Popcorn Song because it kind of tipped me off. Store, you know, and it was right here in my hometown. So I walked in to get a bunch, and I was amazed at what I found. They had a watermelon, cinnamon, a lemon and lime, apple, caramel, and cherry divine. They had banana, butterscotch, and chocolate, and peach. They had spearmint, pistachio, and licorice. They had strawberry, orange, and New York rye. They had rainbow, root beer, sour cream, and chive. They had peanut butter, mocha, raspberry, and fudge, coconut, or walnut. You be the judge. Well, now, I asked the guy behind the counter, I said, now, where's the buttered popcorn? And seems like all them customers turn their heads at once. I could have sworn. Why, did you say buttered popcorn? He said with a grin. I said, yeah, with a little salt. Is that a sin? Seems like people been munching since time began. From everything to tree bark to country spam. But the snack of all snacks that's ever been born long before old Redenbacher people popcorn. They had a watermelon, cinnamon, lemon, and lime, apple, caramel, and cherry divine. They had banana, butterscotch, and chocolate, and peach. They had spearmint, pistachio, and decoration. They had strawberry orange and New York rye, rainbow, root beer, sour cream and chives. They had peanut butter, mocha, raspberry, and fudge, coconut or walnut. You be the judge. And I looked at him and I said, hey there, man. Don't you know that I just want a piece of buttered popcorn? Thank you very much. Just to let y'all know there is a serious side to me. This is called Uncle Noah's Ark. It was a long, long time ago that you boys and girls should know that old Uncle Noah built himself an ark. The animals 2 by 2 off the ark they flew, and how they laughed and sang to beat the band. As a duck went quack and a cow went moo, the rooster cock-a-doodle-doo, and the old tomcat sure raising all around. Row! The little pig squealed and the billy goat bay, and the bullfrog said, big friend your head. Uncle Noah's Ark's a madhouse now. Horses and cattle and the fowls of the air. Even the long-eared old donkey was there. Cause a duck went quack and a cow went moo, the rooster cock-a-doodle-doo. All were there in Uncle Noah's Ark. At last the sun did shine through the windows bright and fine. Uncle Noah thought it was time to land. The animals 2 by 2 off the ark they flew, and how they laughed and sang to beat the band. When the duck went quack and a cow went moo, the rooster cock-a-doodle-doo, and the old tomcat sure raising all around. Wow! And the little pig squealed and the billy goat bay, and the bullfrog said, big friend your head. Uncle Noah's Ark's a madhouse now. Horses and cattle and the fowls of the air. Even the long-eared old donkey was there. As a duck went quack and a cow went moo, the rooster cock-a-doodle-doo. All were there in Uncle Noah's Ark. Appreciate that. There's a lighthouse on the hillside, and it overlooks life's sea. And when I'm tossed, it sends out a light that I might see. And the light that shines in darkness now will safely lead me for the light. If it wasn't for the lighthouse, tell me where would this ship be? I thank God for the lighthouse. I owe my life to Him. For Jesus, He is the lighthouse, and from the rocks of sin, He has shone a light around me, that I may clearly see. If it wasn't for that old lighthouse, oh, tell me where this should be. said you just might as well tear that old lighthouse down. They said the big ships, they don't sail this way anymore. Why, there's really no need of it standing around. But my mind, it goes back to that stormy night when just in time I saw the light, yes, the light from that old lighthouse that stands up there on the hill. And I thank God for the lighthouse. I owe my life to Him. For Jesus, He is the lighthouse, and from the rocks of sin He hath shone a light around me, that I may clearly see. If it wasn't for that old lighthouse, oh, tell me where would this ship be? Thank you. This next little tune, I wrote this one. It's I call it the Dandelion Song, and I figured something ought to be written about dandelions, a song in particular, because for hundreds of years, little kids have picked them out of the yard and brought them to their mom or dad or their grandparents or whoever was around, and we had to make a big fuss over it. Even though they were just a weed growing in the yard, we had to act like they were something real special. Actually, they are special. After I got to thinking about it, and I'm a ham when there's a camera out. I'll go through all the poses and everything.
Hey, give me that muscle. I gotta get this light. Oh, there it is. Give me that muscle pole.
And so anyway, this is inspired by my little boy, Jake, who I've raised by myself since he was born. And he's on vacation this weekend, so he's not with me tonight. We're usually just two peas in a pod, a couple of bachelors. But he inspired many of the songs I wrote. And this, I'll dedicate it to my little boy Jake tonight. Little Yellow Dandelions. Little yellow dandelions, to some they're less than a flower, but when a child hands one to you, you can cry away the hour. The little yellow dandelions, they are so misunderstood. To me they are the flower God made for children first. They shine bright just like God's love, and yet they're simple like we should be. Those little yellow dandelions, they mean so much to me. Those little yellow dandelions, they always bring me joy, picked by the tiny hands bright, just like God's love. Yet they're simple, like we should be. Those little yellow dandelions, they mean so much to me. Just like God's love, their beauty shines on me. Time for one more, or one or two? Just yodel one. Yodel one? Do I have another? You got a guitar cable on you? One of those things that go across the...
Yeah, I do what you're saying.
Gordon, if not, my white case is in the back there. Right. You got to get up pretty early in the morning to fool Gordon. There's a lot of, I noticed a lot of old-timers here tonight. My favorite kind of folks. Huh? A Swiss yodel? Well, I got all ready to do a Hank Williams yodel with this thing, and now he wants a Swiss. Well, you're really picky, aren't you? Yeah, I can conjure up a Swiss one after this, I think.
All right.
I got a feeling called the blues, oh Lord, since my baby said goodbye. Lord, I don't know what to do. All I do is sit and cry. Oh Lord, the last thing I'm doing is make that pretty lady smile right there before I leave that. And the last long days to say goodbye. Oh Lord, you know what I'm doing right there. I just succeeded. I got a smile. It's such a beautiful dream. Hate to think it all over. I lost my heart, it sings. I've grown so used to you somehow, but I'm nobody's sugar daddy now. I forgot how to play it while I'm lonesome. I got the love sick blues all worn up. Such a beautiful gal, that's what's the matter with me. I'm in love with such a beautiful gal, but she don't care about me. You see, you tried and I tried to keep her satisfied, but she wouldn't stay. Oh, but now that she is leaving, this is all that I can say. I got a feeling called the blues, oh Lord, since my baby said goodbye. Lord, I don't know what to do. All I do is sit and cry. Oh Lord, that long day she said goodbye. Oh well, Lord, you know I thought I would cry. She said she do me, she do you. She's got that kind of loving. Lord, I love to hear her when she calls me sweet. Lady, it's such a beautiful dream. Think it all over, but I lost my heart, it sings. I've grown so used to you somehow, but I'm nobody's sugar daddy now, and I'm so doggone lonesome. I got the lovesick blues. Well, I'm so doggone lonesome. I got the lovesick blues. They yodel all day long, where mothers rock their babes to sleep and sing this yodeling song. Ole, 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 yeah, in a little swish of hay. I almost forgot the words. Why'd you pull this on me? week and expect me to sing a song I can't remember, friend. Yo-yo-yo-lee-hey, and a little swish-a-lay. That's how it used to go. So I better switch to a different song, friend. Oh my God, this is the first time it's ever happened to me.
I got the night of all nights ended here with again. He and Eli Harvey on the same night.
I'll try to make up for that. I tell you what, are you guys familiar with most of the country songs? Aren't you? Like, how many know who Freddie Fender is? 5 people? A little Spanish guy from Mexico? Oh well, I was going to impersonate it, but geez. Well, I'll do it for you 5 out there. You ever heard of George Jones?
Yep.
And how about, you've heard of the late Walter Brennan?
Yeah.
Okay, well why don't we get, have you heard of Johnny Cash?
Yeah.
Well, why don't we get Johnny Cash, Freddie Fender, George Jones, and Walter Brennan, and sing that first song that the Leatherman sang. Wasn't that Folsom Prison? Was that the one that my leather friend sang? And I'll tell you, that's quite a good looking leather daughter you got there too. I'm one of God's bad boys. I'm sorry.
My place at Mike.
Oh, okay. You got to think about the leather gal. I forgot what I was going to do. Oh, right. Well, hello. My name is Johnny Cash. Come on out here, June Carter, and help me sing a song. I hear the train coming. It's rolling around the track. What's his name? fact, not really. Well, I knew I had it coming. I know I can't be free. From the Grand Ole Opry, Nashville, Tennessee, my friend Freddie Fender. Come on out here, Freddie, and help us sing this song. I hear the train a-coming, it's rolling around the bend. I see the sunshine, and said, hey, go away, and I stuck in Folsom Prison. And I keep riding on. And when I hear that whistle blowing, still trying to figure out his canvas. I'm now standing home. Well, thank you very much, Freddie. We appreciate it. I'm going to bring out another friend of mine. How about a nice warm welcome for Mr. George Jones. Come on out here, George. Smoking bricks of cars, I knew I had it coming. Lord, I can't be free. Lord, I hear the whistle blowing. Lord, that's what tortures me. Thank you, George. Resurrect an old friend of mine, Mr. Walter Brennan. Come on out here, Walter. Help me sing a song. You know, I seen them rich folks eating cake and giving them veggie jack. We had a proper drinking cup of cake and eating. There's one of them bits of course. Right, you I had it coming. Well, you know, yeah, I can't free. You know, that tortures me. That's one of these days you want to climb into your neck over there. Thank you very much, Walter. When I hear that whistle blowing, now he puts his camera away. That's what tortures me.